Let's install an elastic waistband in the round. These are the Gus Steel lounge pants, but you'll find a lot of patterns that call for this method for waistbands and sometimes for other things as well, like the ankles of the Gus Steel rad joggers. I already have the lounge pants sewn up, so attaching the waistband will be the last step. I'll start by cutting these serger tails off so they won't be in the way later. Now I'm going to quarter the pants with some clips, starting at the center front and back, then adding 2 more clips to make the quarters. Now the same with the elastic. I've already closed the elastic into a loop with a zigzag stitch, so I'll clip that seam, then directly across from it. Then I'll match those 2 clips and add 2 more clips opposite each other. With that done, I'll just put the elastic inside the pants and consolidate the clips. You're going to need to stretch the elastic to fit around the waist, so I'll add more clips as I go. Now we'll just take it over to the serger, or you could use a zigzag stitch on your sewing machine. We're going to go around the entire waistband. If you're serging, I recommend disengaging your blade so that you don't cut and then unravel your elastic. If you're not familiar with how to do it, check your manual. It's usually fairly straightforward. So with the elastic on the top, you're going to serge all the way around. I like to start with my needles up so I can slide the pants right underneath. I think the part people struggle with the most is stretching the elastic from both the front and the back without pulling or pushing it under the presser foot. Also, keep in mind you really only want to stretch the elastic, not the fabric. So notice I stop to remove clips and readjust fairly often. With a bit of practice, you'll get the hang of it. Make sure to re-engage your blade again when you're done. Now that the elastic is on there, I like to trim my serger tails to get them out of the way. Then just fold the waistband over into the pants. Let's take them over to the cover stitch, or again, you could use a sewing machine or a zigzag stitch. Okay, I've turned the pants inside out, and I'm using a wide cover stitch because I like that it covers the whole serge seam on the back side. But you can check your pattern to see what it calls for. Often you can use wide or narrow or even a single chain stitch interchangeably for this part. Again, the trick here is to stretch the elastic evenly in front of and behind the presser foot without pulling or pushing the fabric under the presser foot. Notice that as I stretch the elastic, I'm also using my thumb to pull the fabric away from the needles, keeping it taut over the edge of the elastic. You don't want to go off course, so make sure your hands are directly in front of and behind the presser foot. That'll help you keep your hem allowance nice and even. When I'm cover stitching in the round, I trim the threads before I sew over them so I don't have to deal with them later. Okay, your waistband is done. I'll just tie off the threads and there you have it. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be discouraged if it takes a bit to master. You'll get it.